Hi everyone, Mrs. Crane here. As you should know, from Tuesday I am not here because I am at a district meeting and will be back later this afternoon. In the meantime, our substitute teacher, Ms. Robinson, will do a great job taking care of you while I'm gone. I want to remind you to honor our class principles while I'm away. Those include being respectful, being engaged, being prepared, and being courageous. All of these still apply even though I'm not here. We went over some procedures on Tuesday on how to interact with substitute teachers and what to do in case the sub needs assistance. So please honor that discussion we had on Tuesday by assisting the sub with whatever he or she may need. Okay? You should be seated in the correct assigned seats. And before we begin our reading time today, as usual, you may be interrupted by a drill, an Alice drill. I'm sorry that I'm unable to be here today to walk you through that, as I think it's a very important discussion. But I know another teacher from this building is going to come in and assist you guys and walk you through the Alice procedure. They prepared a PowerPoint for you that looks like this, that will help you manage steps to take in case of an armed intruder. So go ahead and pause this video and wait for the announcement. And in addition, any other announcements that come on the intercom, please remain silent until the announcement is finished. Thank you. If you're watching this video, that means you're ready for the first step in our lesson after the Alice drill, which is silent reading time for about 20 minutes. I gave you about 5 extra minutes than what we typically have, so settle in, put away those devices, wrap up those conversations, relax, and read for about 20 minutes. Pause the video, resume when you're ready. If you're watching, that means you're ready for step 2 of our lesson for today. That is to log into NoRedInk and do a lesson called Identifying Action Verbs. The best way to access NoRedInk is to log into our Google Classroom. You can see that I've posted the link to NoRedInk. In addition, the most efficient way to access the lesson is to click this link, this assignment here, that's underneath our agenda for today. If you have forgotten your username, our substitute teacher will have a copy of all of the usernames you created when you logged in to our 4th hour. If for some reason you are not fully logged into NoRedInk or you can't remember your password, create a new account and use the class code SOFTBUCKET4 with the spaces between. Okay? When you're logged into NoRedInk, you should be working on an assignment called Identify Action Verbs. You're going to click on the blue button and then click the practice button to get started. Okay? Pause the video now and begin working on NoRedInk. And if you finish before others do, please read your book and silently wait for them to finish. If you're watching this video now, you have resumed and you are ready for the next step, which is to watch a TED Talk called The Danger of a Single Story. On Google Classroom, there's a link to this TED Talk, but I'll first introduce you to the worksheet you should be working on. There are 2 questions I'd like you to answer before you begin watching the TED Talk. You can choose one of these 2. The first question asks, how are your beliefs about the world influenced by your own experiences? What I mean by that question is, how can we use our own lives to impact our beliefs? The other question option that you have to choose from is, what do you think the speaker means by a single story? Take your best guess. Based on the title, what do you think that phrase means? Then you're going to put in your headphones into your laptop, if applicable, or if you have headphones that work for your cell phone, you can also watch this video on your cell phone. But if you don't have headphones at all, we can have a few students in the conference rooms. I want no more than 4 students in the large conference room, no more than 2 in the small conference room. Make sure your screens are facing toward the glass and make sure that the lights are on and doors are closed. While you're watching, I've provided for you a transcript of the text. Feel free to follow along with that. It looks like this. So follow along with the speaker as they speak in the video. And then after you watch the video, you're going to be answering 3 of these 5 questions. The first question is, what is your story that is not a single story? Number 2, how do you unintentionally project single stories on others? Number 3, how do our feelings about others change when we realize they are more than a single story? Number 4, how can we prevent ourselves from judging others or assuming they have a single story? And number 5, how can telling our own stories help us understand better? Help people understand us better? And I want to highlight number 5 because I think that is the most applicable question to our current project and I would like to see most people choose to answer this question. When you have one of these 2 and 3 of these 5 answered, make sure you put your name at the top and give that to Miss Robinson, that she'll give to me when I get back, okay? If you finish this before others do, you have a couple of options. The first option is if you haven't had a binder check from Miss Peterson, she has a list of everything that needs to be checked in your binder. Ask her to do that. Or finish your plot graph. If you haven't finished that, you need to have that totally ready to go by Monday. And then your last options are to either read your book or work on other homework. Notice that options do not include talking, texting on your phone, playing games on your MacBook or your phone, or otherwise distracting students. So please choose one of these options and stick to it for the remainder of the hour, okay? Good luck. I'll see you guys on Monday next week.